6:30, the new mayor of Long Beach is calling for a state of emergency to tackle homelessness. Mayor Rex Richardson says that it's needed to get unhoused people off the streets.
Yeah, Harrison is the city's first black mayor. He'll deliver his first state of the city.
Bernardino City Council has declared a homeless emergency. The city council approved the measure yesterday.
The declaration enables the city to speed up its.
I am signing 3 executive orders.
In her first full day in office, Governor Tina Kotek is focusing on one of Oregon's biggest challenges.
People are currently becoming homeless faster than we have been able to rehouse people who are living outside.
In a temporary office space inside the state library.
Remember, this is only my first full day.
Including in New York City, which has a larger homeless population than any other city in the U.S. This week, Mayor Eric Adams announced a new policy to try to curb homelessness, but as William Brangham tells us, it's also drawn criticism.
Judy, the new policy gives police and other first responders the authority to forcibly hospitalize anyone living on the streets who, because of their mental illness, are believed to be a danger to themselves and not just a threat to others. Announcing the plan on Tuesday, Mayor Adams said he wanted to address what he called a crisis that we see all around us.
If severe mental illness is causing someone to be unsheltered and a danger to themselves, we have a moral obligation to help them get the treatment and care they need.
What's up, you guys? It's Hectic Hex. Some of you guys might know me, some of you guys might not. Doesn't really matter who I am. What really matters is the point of this video, which is the message that might be behind it, might not be behind it. It's up to you guys to think about it. But moving on. Earlier in the video, I showed a clip of the beginning of the movie They Live. Some of you guys might be familiar with it, some of you guys might not, but doesn't really matter. Watch it if you guys haven't, and if you guys have, watch it again after watching this video, or probably just watch the clips. Doesn't really matter. Or maybe you guys already know, maybe you guys have thought of, maybe that's another thing too. The collective consciousness has kind of all waking us up, and the Great Awakening is really on its way. And this is why I'm making this video, is because of the Great Reset, which is well on its way to, you know, it's the plan has been set in motion well over centuries now. And in this film, they kind of spark a little bit of that, that Great Reset WEF magic in there that we're seeing right now. And that was one of them, and I will show you guys what's going on in the real world at the moment.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. You have given us entree to the resources we need in our ongoing quest for multidimensional expansion. And in return, the per capita income of each of you here tonight has grown, and this year alone, by an average 39%. And I've just received word that our forces have won a major victory. The underground terrorist network has been destroyed here on the West Coast. We are off crisis alert. The situation is normal again.
How you doing, boys? I didn't know you'd been recruited. Welcome aboard.
Since our last meeting, we've made tremendous progress. And I'd like to say that most of the credit goes to our extremely efficient International Research and Development Committee. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. The energy energy crisis here in the United States was exceptionally successful worldwide, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage. Our labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages in all areas of the world. Financially, the dollar is being devalued even faster than we could have hoped. Politically, the public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility. As you know, we ourselves do not need to hold any visible office of leadership. As a matter of fact, it's better that we do not. If we control the finances, news media, food, transportation, energy, we control everything. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operational, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth by giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation at once. He could not buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one-world monetary and government system that we alone will control. Yes.
What about the people who forget their number or their cards are lost or stolen?
We've made provisions for that. By using this laser imprinter, we can painlessly and permanently affix the person's number to the back of his hand or his forehead if he so desires. The numbers would be easily read by this new ultraviolet scanning equipment. For the purposes of demonstration, I've had such a number imprinted on myself. Once this number is imprinted, it cannot be lost nor can it be changed. Now, are there any questions?
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually, hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program.
Mr. Chairman, I am concerned about the situation in the Middle East.
We've given...
So you guys saw those clips. One of them is from the earlier film that I showed, They Live, which talks about 2025 and the human elite. And then there is the Early Warning, which both films were 80s films. The Early Warning was 81. I believe They Live was 85 or 84. I believe it's 84, I'm not mistaken. But what the fuck? You guys saw that. You guys saw I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy. If you guys saw that, don't think, what the fuck? Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am crazy. But this is what we call predictive programming. And I will show you guys the whole Great Reset. If you guys are familiar with the Great Reset, let's take a look real quick on the Great Reset.
The pandemic has radically changed the world as we know it. And the actions we take today as we work to recover will define our generation.
Now is the time to think what history would say about this crisis.
2020 has been challenging on a lot of levels, as economic, environmental, and societal frailties have been laid bare. But it's also proved that when we need to, we can act rapidly and restructure our lives.
The recovery from the pandemic is an opportunity. We can see rays of hope in the form of a vaccine, but there is no vaccine for the planet. Nature needs a bailout. You don't want to go back to the status quo that you had before simply because it was the status quo that got us here.
With everything falling apart, we can reshape the world in ways we couldn't before. Ways that better address so many of the challenges we face. And that's why so many are calling for a great reset. A great reset? That sounds more like buzzword bingo masking some nefarious plan for world domination. Hands up, this kind of slogan hasn't gone down well. But all we really want to say is that we all have an opportunity to build a better world. And it's not surprising that people who've been disenfranchised by a broken system and pushed even further by the pandemic will suspect.
As his plan for replacing cash, checks, and credit cards with new personalized 666 barcode system were implemented, peace and order began to be re-established. Now, in tonight's program, our great world leader unveils stage 2 of his plan for the perfect world. The amazing new 666 biochip implant, guaranteeing you physical health and spiritual well-being at the punch of a computer key, plus the guarantee of lifelong security within the new 666 world order.
Watch out for 666. Watch out for 666.
In a vision of the future, I saw in a vivid dream that the hour is soon coming when men will become machines. A new one world order will rise and then demand that all the world's people receive their scientific brand. I saw a tiny free program, computer chips so thin, implanted in men's foreheads, underneath their skin, linking all its bearers to the system's central brain. The master computer that over them will reign.
Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you on your self-control. Don't sell your soul.
Men's thoughts will be programmed